I bet you didn't know the truth about the Middle Ages. The Dark Ages, a misnomer? The Middle Ages, a time often shrouded in mystery. We picture castles, knights, and sprawling landscapes, but history remembers this era as the Dark Ages. Or was it? The Middle Ages were not a monolithic block of time. They spanned roughly 1,000 years, from the fall of the Roman Empire to the dawn of the Renaissance. Within this vast time frame, we find distinct periods, each with its own unique characteristics and defining moments. This era also gave birth to magnificent architectural achievements, including towering cathedrals and imposing castles. The Roman Empire, once a beacon of power and civilization, cast a long shadow over the Middle Ages. Its decline in the 5th century CE marked a turning point in history, ushering in an era of profound transformation. The empire, weakened by internal strife and external pressures, fractured into smaller kingdoms, each vying for power and influence. The fall of Rome was not simply an ending, it was a beginning. From the ashes of the Roman Empire, new kingdoms arose, each shaping the political landscape of the early Middle Ages. In the West, the Franks, under Clovis I, established a powerful kingdom that would eventually encompass much of modern-day France and Germany. In the East, the Byzantine Empire, centered in Constantinople, preserved much of Roman law and culture. The rise of Islam in the 7th century CE had a profound impact on the Mediterranean world and beyond. The fall of the Roman Empire and the emergence of new powers led to significant social and cultural changes. Christianity, once a persecuted sect, became the dominant religion in Europe, shaping moral values, social structures, and artistic expression. Monasteries became centers of learning, preserving ancient texts and fostering scholarship. Despite the challenges of this era, new forms of artistic expression flourished. The so-called Dark Ages were far from a period of intellectual stagnation. In reality, the seeds of scientific curiosity were being sown. The Church, a dominant force in medieval life, also played a role in fostering scientific inquiry. The Islamic world, experiencing its own golden age, also significantly impacted the development of science during the Middle Ages. While disease and plague ravaged medieval Europe, this era also witnessed significant advancements in the field of medicine. The ancient Greek physician Galen's works, translated from Arabic, formed the basis of medical knowledge. The establishment of universities, such as those in Bologna, Paris, and Oxford, played a crucial role in the development of medicine. Hospitals, often run by religious orders, also played a vital role in caring for the sick and advancing medical knowledge. The transmission of knowledge played a critical role in the scientific advancements of the Middle Ages. The rediscovery of classical texts, preserved in monasteries and libraries of the East, breathed new life into European intellectual life. The emergence of papermaking, a technology that originated in China and spread westward through the Islamic world, revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge. Translation, often a painstaking and collaborative effort, became a crucial bridge between cultures. Towering over medieval cities, served as beacons of faith and testaments to human ingenuity. The use of pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses allowed architects to achieve unprecedented heights. The printed word, so ubiquitous in our digital age, was a precious commodity in the Middle Ages. Books, painstakingly copied by hand onto parchment, were primarily the domain of monasteries, where monks labored in scriptoria, preserving ancient texts and creating new works of scholarship and devotion. These manuscripts, far from being mere repositories of words, were also works of art, adorned with intricate calligraphy, vibrant illuminations, and exquisite details that transformed them into objects of beauty and veneration. Illuminations, often painted with pigments, made from crushed minerals and precious metals, added a layer of visual splendor to the written word. Polyphonic compositions of the Renaissance. Section 1. The Seeds of Growth, Agriculture, and Innovation. Contrary to the image of economic stagnation, the Middle Ages saw significant agricultural developments. The shift to an agrarian society spurred technological innovations. The heavy plow enabled cultivation of heavier soils, increasing output. The three-field system of crop rotation further boosted productivity. These innovations led to surplus food, population growth, and economic activity. Surplus labor moved to crafts, trade, and construction, aiding urban development. As agricultural productivity increased and populations grew, towns and cities, once sparsely scattered across the medieval landscape, experienced a resurgence. This transformation was driven by advancements in farming techniques, such as the three-field system and the heavy plow, which allowed for more efficient use of land and increased crop yields. These urban centers, often strategically located along trade routes or near natural resources, became hubs of economic activity, attracting merchants, artisans, and laborers seeking new opportunities and a better life. The influx of people and goods led to the establishment of vibrant marketplaces, where a variety of products were bought and sold. Trade, once disrupted by the fall of the Roman Empire, gradually revived, connecting distant regions and fostering economic interdependence. The revival of long-distance trade routes, such as the Silk Road and the Hanseatic League, played a crucial role in this economic resurgence. The growth of towns and cities fueled demand for goods and services, while the surplus production of agricultural regions found new markets in urban centers. This symbiotic relationship between rural and urban areas was essential for the economic vitality of the period. Trade routes, both overland and by sea, crisscrossed Europe, carrying goods such as spices, textiles, timber, and metals. These routes facilitated not only the exchange of goods, but also the movement of people and ideas, connecting the East with the West and contributing to a flourishing exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. This cultural exchange enriched medieval society, introducing new technologies, artistic styles, and philosophical concepts. The rise of towns and trade had a profound impact on medieval society. It altered social structures and created new opportunities for social mobility. It led to the emergence of a new merchant class, individuals who amassed wealth and influence through commerce rather than land ownership, challenging the traditional feudal order. This new class played a pivotal role in the economic and political life of towns. Towns, often seeking autonomy from feudal lords, developed their own systems of government and law, establishing charters that granted them rights and privileges, fostering a spirit of independence and self-governance. This autonomy allowed towns to thrive and innovate, further driving economic growth. The growth of urban centers also led to a revival of intellectual and artistic life. Towns became centers of learning and creativity, attracting artists, writers, and thinkers. Universities, such as those in Bologna, Paris, and Oxford, were established in towns, attracting scholars and students from across Europe. These institutions became the breeding grounds for new ideas and knowledge. The exchange of ideas, fostered by the concentration of scholars in urban centers, contributed to the intellectual ferment that would characterize the later Middle Ages. This intellectual activity laid the foundation for future advancements in science, philosophy, and the arts, and lay the groundwork for the Renaissance. The rise of towns and trade was not just an economic phenomenon, but a transformative force that reshaped medieval Europe and set the stage for the modern era. The rise of towns and trade in the Middle Ages led to the emergence of guilds, associations of craftsmen and merchants that played a pivotal role in regulating and shaping medieval economies. These guilds were not just economic entities, but also social institutions that influenced various aspects of daily life. Guilds, organized by trade or craft, such as weavers, blacksmiths, or goldsmiths, sought to protect the interests of their members, maintain quality standards, and control competition within their respective industries. They were instrumental in fostering a sense of identity and pride among craftsmen. Guilds established strict rules and regulations governing the production and sale of goods. These rules ensured that the market was not flooded with inferior products, thereby maintaining the reputation of the guild and its members. They set standards for craftsmanship, ensuring the quality of products and protecting consumers from shoddy workmanship. This focus on quality helped build trust between consumers and producers, which was crucial for the economic stability of the time. Guilds also controlled entry into their ranks, often requiring apprenticeships lasting several years, ensuring that only skilled craftsmen could practice their trade. This rigorous training system helped preserve the high standards of the craft. While guilds have been criticized for their monopolistic tendencies, they also played a positive role in medieval economies. They provided a structured environment where trade could flourish under regulated conditions. They provided a framework for economic activity, ensuring fair prices, regulating competition, and promoting stability. This framework was essential for the growth and sustainability of medieval towns and their economies. Guilds also fostered a sense of community and solidarity among their members, providing social support, mutual aid, and a platform for collective bargaining. This sense of community extended beyond the economic realm, influencing social and cultural aspects of life. Moreover, guilds often played a significant role in civic life. They were involved in organizing public events and festivals, which helped strengthen community bonds. They contributed to the construction of public works, such as town halls, bridges, and hospitals. These contributions were vital for the development and maintenance of urban infrastructure. They also participated in local government, providing a voice for the interests of craftsmen and merchants. This involvement ensured that the needs and concerns of the working population were represented. The guilds, with their emphasis on skill, quality, and community, left a lasting legacy on European economic and social structures, influencing the development of labor organizations and shaping attitudes towards work and craftsmanship. Their impact can still be seen in modern trade unions and professional associations. The term Dark Ages is a misnomer. The Middle Ages saw significant advancements in science, culture, and the arts. The fall of the Roman Empire led to new societies and ideas. The Church preserved knowledge and inspired architectural marvels. The Islamic Golden Age made groundbreaking advancements in various fields. The Middle Ages were a time of profound change and adaptation. Towns and trade laid the groundwork for modern economic systems. To understand the Middle Ages, we must embrace its complexities and acknowledge its enduring legacy. exclusive insights,